going on, my lovely people? I am coming in to do the grade 8 tag, and I wasn't tagged by specifically anybody, but Faye Love 25 had did this tag, and she was tagging, you know, anybody that wanted to go ahead and do it. Hold on one second. Alright, and I never seen the tag before either, so I thought it was really interesting. So the first question is, what is one thing all of your significant others has said about you that annoys them, whether past or present? To be honest, past relationships, I've never really had that problem, but my husband says the one thing that really annoys him that I do is my anger. I can get angry really, really quickly, and it's not the fact that I get mad quickly. He don't like the things that I get mad about. Sometimes he feels as though they're like really little stuff, but in the end I'll be like, it's just like the moral of it. But I can say I have been doing very, very, very well in that category, because I have learned there's no point of being mad and upset, pissed off or whatever at a particular person or thing, because at the end of the day you really can't change it. So just move on. Next question is, name something you have eaten and will never eat again. Grapefruit. I can't do it. I can't do it. I tried it when I was younger and it was like, Then recently again, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I tried it again because I'm trying to eat, you know, more healthier, and with that is also trying new things. Even though grapefruit wasn't new to me, I was like, well, maybe I was a kid, so, you know, age had nothing to do with it. I just did not like it. Number 3, tell us about a self-inflicted accident. Only one thing I can remember and recall is, and you've probably seen it on my videos, my hand right, wait a minute, my finger right here, if you can see that. I'm pretty sure you can. There's a line go right there, and there's like a bump. Well, it's not a bump, but the skin or whatever. I got that from washing dishes. I put my hand in the glass to clean, you know, the inside of the glass, and it broke. And I'm in the kitchen like seriously, because my mom was in the other room, and I didn't want her to be mad at me because I broke one of her glasses. But I guess apparently she heard me, and she was like, Jackie. I was like, yes. She was like, what's wrong? What happened? So then I'm walking in the other room with my hand like this. She's like, let me see. She's like, girl, you gotta go get stitches. I was like, no, Mom. I said, we could just, you know, hold it together, apply pressure. No, she said, we can see the white meat. You're going to go get stitches, not unless you want your finger to fall off. So, yeah, that's the only self-inflicted wound that I can, you know, really remember besides, you know, stubbing toes and stuff like that. Next question is, did you get in any fights at school, and if so, tell us a story? I really did not get in any fights at school. I got into this, I really wouldn't even call it a fight. It was elementary school, but I'm not even going to talk. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry y'all. I'm not going to really count that one, but I will tell you this. One, I almost got into a fight, but I didn't. I was in middle school. I was in the 6th grade. Never forget, in computer class, and this girl wanted to fight me. She just wanted to fight me for no reason. And the reason why I think it was because in school, I had the type of teacher, he would not move on, not unless people actually raise their hand and participate. And then I'm like, oh my goodness. So then it seemed like I was always the one raising my hand, answering the question. And don't get me wrong, every time I answered it, the answer was not right. But I guess she didn't like the fact I always raised my hand or whatever. She never came out and told me. So all of a sudden, she's just talking about some, you think you are that, and da-da-da. And I'm looking at her like, now mind you, I was a homebody. I went to school when it was time for me to get a job, school and work. That's it. I ain't go nowhere. I ain't really do anything. So I go home and tell my mom, like, Ma, this girl is up there picking on me in school for no reason. I was like, Ma, I really didn't even do anything. I don't know what I did to this girl, but she is like picking on me, because I wasn't a fighter. I wasn't. So she was like, what's her name? And I tell her name. She was like, where she live at? I said, I don't know the exact house, but I know it's on 20-something street. She was like, who are her parents? I was like, Ma, I don't know. She was like, let's go. I'm like, let's go. Don't you know, here it is, come to find out me and her was cousins. Yeah, we was cousins. My mom wasn't playing. She went straight to the house. She knew exactly. She was like, hey, such and such, such and such. She was like, how y'all doing? She was like, you gotta, she was like, your daughter, you know, such and such home. She was like, yeah. And so when we walk in, the girl looking like, what in the hell? Why is they at my house? She was like, yeah. She was like, you got a problem with her? My hair go my mom. And her parents just standing there or whatever. She was like, you got a problem with her? No, I got no problem. I was like, don't even try to lie. Don't even try to lie. I was like, you wasn't trying to fight me. So then her mom was like, fight? She was like, such and such, telling her name. I don't want to say the name because I just don't. She was like, you want to fight your cousin? She was like, we cousins? Yeah, that's how we found out we was cousins. Then I ended up asking her, I was like, but not while our parents was there. Then they up there, you know, talking and how long time no see, blah, blah, whoop, whoop, whoop. And, so we go to school or whatever next day. I was like, let me ask you a question. Why didn't you like me? She was like, I just felt as though you thought you was all that because you was answering the questions. I said, you know, this teacher do not move on to the next question until somebody, you know, answer the question. I said, and ain't nobody else was answering the question. And he was the type, he didn't call on people not unless you raised your hand. You know how you have some teachers that be like, you know, such and such, what's the end, was it, and you, no, your hand had to be up. And I'm like, I'm not about to just sit there in class. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm there to get an education. So, then here she go. Well, since you know we cousins and stuff, don't let nobody, you know, mess with you and bully you and da 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 da. I got your back, blah blah blah, da da da. I was like, okay. Yeah, ridiculous, y'all. Crazy, I know, right? Let's see. Number 5, something that gives you genuine peace of mind. Something that really gives me genuine peace of mind is knowing that, well, something that will give me a peace of mind is knowing that my mom will be all right. There's more details into that, but yeah, but just knowing that my mom is gonna, you know, be all right. And yeah. What is a lie you told in past to keep you out of trouble with parents? To be honest, I have lied to my mom before, but I really can't remember any of them. I'm not even lying, y'all, because like I said, I was really, I guess you could say, a goody two shoes or whatnot. And plus, I really learned from my sister. Y'all don't understand. My sister would just do stuff, and when I see she got in trouble, I was like, mental note, I will not be doing that. So I really can't, like, when it came to report cards and grades and stuff, I mean, I got F's before and stuff like that, but I really can't remember, y'all. Maybe I'll ask her when I go home. I'll try to get her on camera. Let's see. Number 5. What would be the worst way someone can break up with you? I would say, like, over the telephone, something that is not in, something that is not, you know, person to person. I think that would be the worst. That would be the worst way. Since I'm married, I would say the worst scenario is all of a sudden I just get divorce papers in the mail. Yeah, that would be the worst way. But then, more than likely, it would be worst on his parts because, you know, we live together. And then, you know, I'll just go crazy, you know, like I really lost my mind for a minute. So, moving right along. Number 8. Favorite thing to cook. If you can't cook, what do you love to have cooked for you? I really don't have a favorite item to cook. Be like, oh, I'm gonna cook this because I really love. To be honest, I really don't. I really don't have a favorite thing to cook. But my answer will be, I would say, the one thing that I cook that my husband really loves is macaroni and cheese. And basically, if I'm cooking for my husband, it really don't matter. I just love cooking for him. So I guess you could just say, you know, everything. So that is my grade 8 tag. I am tagging anyone who would like to do this tag because I'm really not for sure if anybody, you know, seen it or done it or whatever. But all are welcome. I would love to hear your stories, especially about the fighting story. As always, you guys be blessed, stay encouraged, and most of all, you stay beautiful. Peace out, one love.